I mean, there was that one time where we had like 17 likes, and then it went down to 14 magically. So Nightbot could have thrown those away. Absolutely. 108. And we're looking for a pincer. Tauros and Chansey. Venomoth would also be nice. You know what? Totally could have been Nightbot. Could have been playing dirty. Could have been jealous that the channel was going to hit a like goal. And said, no, not today. Not in my house. I don't exactly know the best place to hunt pincer. How you doing tonight, Star Killer? Alright, 4% pincer in the main area. In this specific area, we're at 1% pincer, so this is not an ideal place to hunt. Chansey is at 4% though, so Chansey could happen. What about area 1? Area 1, Chansey's a no-go. Oh, that's only yellow. Where's Chansey in blue? 4%. It's gonna be area 2. Tauros at 1%. Area 3 has Tauros at 4%. Okay, I was right about that. So it looks like Pincer's best place is right at the entrance for this game. I'm doing pretty good. No, I never did get an invite from Nintendo, actually. To be fair, though, they probably saw the username that I had and said, no, that guy is blacklisted. Do you all know, did I ever successfully catch that second execute? Gonna have to go down to the Pokemon Center and check. Because, you know, my my main username here is probably on Nintendo's blacklist somewhere, right? Down. Indeed. Do us a favor and smash that like button if you haven't already. And delicately caress the subscribe button. Okay, we got Kangaskhan, we got my executes. I mean, I'm here right now, aren't I? After all the Pokemon giveaways, you wouldn't be surprised? Yeah, they don't like that. Oh my gosh. Execute. It's evolving. How surprising. Unexpected was the word I was probably initially going for. You did pull the Golisopod SIR from the Ancient Roar booster box you got today. Ooh. Ancient Roar is a Japanese set, yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. Glad you got to rip some. Something's better than nothing these days. All right, let's see if how many episodes it takes to catch us a pincer. Hoping you get the Team Rocket booster box, but not really trying to spend 5 times the price of a normal Japanese booster box on one, especially after all the Switch 2 products. Yeah. Pincer will be 3 episodes. I could see it. Let's go, Rhyhorn. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Run away. Coward. You can't handle being on my team right now, Rhyhorn. And there's our first pincer. I'm surprised it survived a rock throw, honestly. Venonat. if we can get a Rhyhorn to stay here. No. Rhyhorn doesn't like being hit with rocks, I don't know why. You wish the safari was more fun? Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of tedious and boring. Especially that running mechanic. I'm not sure I like that. Budget-wise, though, $500 to catch 2 Pokemon is usually cheaper than the Pokeballs. Gosh dang it, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I'm on a... I can't open my Destined Rivals until they're paid for. Oh gosh dang it, Nidoran. Nobody wants you. Which is why it wanted to stay, of course. Yeah, definitely don't want to pay those prices for it. Highly not worth it. The thought of selling mine on eBay right now is very tempting, though. People swore this set wouldn't sell? I thought everybody was waiting for this set. Everybody loves a rocket set. Yeah, Journey Together was... I thought Journey Together was pretty fire. Parasect. Think all these new sets have amazing cars? You refuse to look up all the cars to destined rivals because you have a feeling you're not going to be able to get a hold of it and don't want to get let down. That's fair. I just want to let you guys know, I have never in my life had this big of a problem catching a Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's usually super willing to join the team. He's just wondering why these Rhyhorns are so stubborn. They are made of rock, so I mean, it's probably not helping. Ah, yeah. 51 episodes. With like 4 continuations of 4 of the episodes. Uh-oh. YouTube says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, we'll experience buffering. But my signals are all good. Go away, YouTube. I think you're cracking out. YouTube just can't handle the fact that we're about to hit the like goal. Can't wait till next Thursday, but have extreme anxiety that your order will get canceled because tons of people online are saying their orders have been canceled. It's a little laggy. Well, shame on YouTube. We have 7 viewers, YouTube. Come on. Get your crap together. My internet should be doing just fine. Hey, there it went away. Should be good now. Welcome on in to the 7 people that are YouTube says are watching. Feel free to stick around. Smash that like button. caress the subscribe button. Press it delicately. Have a long challenge ahead of us still. Dude, if your pre-order gets canceled, that's just not gonna be okay. But if it does, and mine doesn't, I got you. Be right back. Oh, the wife was just throwing a pair of pants in here. Yeah, don't worry so much there, Starkiller. If yours get canceled and mine does not, I got you. See, one Pokeball Rhyhorn. That's how Rhyhorn's supposed to get caught. Because I had told everybody I had pre-ordered 3. Two from Walmart, 1 from GameStop. So I was planning on being able to mod one for the channel, all that fun stuff, but I won't be doing that anymore. So, what I'm saying is I won't need 3 Nintendo Switches. Ding dong. For real though, Starkiller. It's just not worth it. I am actually a little leery about taking my username over to the Switch 2. And I'm actually hard pressed to say that I probably won't take my username over. I will probably use a new username and Nintendo account. That's how nervous I am. I don't want them to see my username and go, we couldn't do anything about it on the Switch. Let's brick this Switch too. Oh, pincer, sweet pincer. Alright, do we risk baiting? Is baiting worth it? That's kind of what I think. I think it would be illegal to do that. Because I'm entering into an agreement on the Switch 2. I feel like it would be not cool to ban it for things that occurred on the Switch 1. Gosh dang, YouTube. Why are we buffering? Welcome on in, guys. Smash that like button for us. I'm sure Nightbot's not too far away from Master Skinny, guys. Right. Yeah, I don't think they can brick the console in America, but they can refuse access to their online servers. Like, I said this with Destined Rivals. My intent was never to scout things and sell it at a higher price or whatever, but the fact that I have 3 pre-ordered, and if I sold 2 of them, I could pay for my 3rd one that I keep, is severely tempting. But I just don't think I could do it. YouTube was not kidding about the lag. I will say, however, charging a premium for that Gardevoir plushie, I do not have any remorse over. Those people that'll pay that price for it are probably going to do unspeakable things to it. If I were you, I would pick your order up on the Destined Rivals and either hang on to it, because you can see it getting more expensive here soon. Yep, I still have the order here for Destined Rivals. Yeah, I'm hanging on to it. There's that part of me that wants to know what's inside the Destined Rivals pack, though. Gosh dang it, I still need to post a bunch of videos. How to refresh your app, it kept doing something weird. I think it's fixed. Yeah, you just pick it up and open it. Then because you don't see it getting any cheaper or easily obtainable. Oh, for sure. Unless my local game shop happens to be a real one and just gets more in. Yeah, I doubt it. Problem right now is that even if I found more, I couldn't sell it because I couldn't afford to buy it at this very moment. Like, I would have to sell the one I have to afford to buy another one. But if I sell it, I don't have it, should I not be able to find another one. So. And that's just because the Switch 2s are coming out. I could. They might make me pay to take him, though. You know how much it costs to have a kid these days? I think me and my wife were like out $6 or $7 grand at the birth of our second born. Between our two kids' medical bills, we probably could have gotten a decent car. Would have been used, but it would have been decent. Convince your wife to have the kid in a swimming pool. Oh man. She almost wanted to try that at the hospital, but by the time we got to that point, we were already like at a C-section level, and the second kid was born so close to the first that they didn't want to risk a rupture, so they just did a C-section on that one anyways. So all that's to say, the firstborn, like if we weren't at the hospital and tried that, it would have gotten an emergency level really fast. Yeah, basically, Jay. Also, I don't know why, but YouTube didn't like that message for some reason. That was weird. YouTube doesn't like anything right now. This is true. YouTube is actively trying to like not let me stream right now. You will just blame Nightbot? Fair. I mean, I didn't see any shenanigans, but they could have still existed. It's still lagging pretty bad. I think I might know would help if it's my internet's issue. I could just turn off all of the bots. All the bots say they're active. Oh, gotcha. Well, let's do a thing. Let's see if that improves the internet and the quality of the stream. Alright, if everybody could, on their device, go ahead and make sure we click to live mode. Or refresh the stream at this point. See if that helps. Normally it's not the audio that has problems coming through, though, it's the video. Hey, fairly back-to-back pincers, that's pretty neat. Okay, so if I bait and then rock, I can't catch it and have to rock again. Good to know. Pincer comes to the party angry, yeah. Not having any audio or video problems, but the chat is behaving a little odd. The chat is always behaving a little odd. That's just who we are. Nightbot is responsible for ruining chat, for sure. For sure. Brandon, welcome. We are looking for a Pincer, Tauros, and Chansey. Found several. Pincers, anyways. Caught 0 so far. Just trying to find that sweet spot where how many times do we rock the pincer, how many times do we bait the pincer, all that fun stuff. Does this gen have any daycare? And if so, do I have Pokemon in it? I should have my second... I should have my Dragonite in there. But I don't. I don't have a Pokemon in the daycare right now. Chansey! Okay. Okay. That was dumb. Okay. So, internet is saying, unless you can like generate a seed of calculating the chances of capturing a specific Pokemon and what that Pokemon's going to do, you're better off just throwing a ball and hoping for the best in Gen 1. this is kind of depressing. With Chansey, you're not getting above a 16%. Like Chansey, the best outcome is throwing only Pokeballs. Same with Pinsir. The odds of just lobbing Pokeballs and catching one is at 16%. Of the times you go into the Safari Zone, you will catch a Pinsir or a Chansey before you run out of Pokeballs. Just by lobbing balls at them. What about Tauros? Tauros goes down to 12. 3 rocks, then bait. 1%. Bait repeatedly. 1 rock. Yeah. Balls only is the best option. With the except like in the case of the 4 harder to catch ones. We be slinging balls up in here, I guess. I'll stop trying to be fancy with the catching methods, knowing that maybe we might actually get one of them today. A Chansey, a Pinsir, probably not a Tauros. There's 0 chance of that happening. Unless we get the other 2 first. Yeah. I always wondered growing up, like, what the heck's even the point of this rock if it just makes them mad and they run away instantly? What's the point of this bait if for some reason it makes it so that I can't catch them? Like, the ball just misses. Totally thought that Nidorino was a Pinsir for a second. I was so excited. Oh yeah, no lies there, Starkiller. It's wild. Sure not finding a lot of Pinsirs though. Oh, Starkiller, welcome to the struggle. And what's worse is, like, children smudging them up all the time. Like, you'll get to a point where you'll go days without cleaning them. And then you'll be like, why can't I see anything? And, like, you take your glasses off and it's just fogged. And you're like, oh. Well, that makes sense. Your kids already introduced you to that? Babies are the worst. My toddler's kind of out of that grabby phase with the glasses, but my baby's just in it. Like, if you're holding him, he will grab at your glasses like the first chances he gets. There are indeed sometimes that it's better to just not see things. Oh, gotcha, Starkiller. That makes sense. Wow, are we gonna go this round of Safari Zone without seeing a single pincer? Enjoy that execute. Your ADD would never allow you to do this challenge. We've gotten so bored in the beginning. You're surprised I could get to the Safari Zone with only 2 badges? Yeah. Really, though. And we got 110 of 151 Pokemon. We're missing 41 Pokemon and we only got 2 badges. And most of those are only missing because they need leveled up. I really do think that the hardest part about this challenge so far has been just getting past Brock, as the timestamps of the videos accurately show. Like, getting past Brock took at least 30 episodes, and we are 21 past that, and we've conquered Misty in that time frame too. So it'll be another 40 streams before I level up all of them. Actually, it goes really fast. It's exponentially faster. Dragonite, however, is going to take an eternity. Since Dragonite, I have to get to level 53, and then I'll use rare candies. But the thing is, we have more Pokemon being higher level, giving higher XP. And the higher my Pokemon level gets, the easier it is for them to farm that XP. Oh, nah. I think 2 months. If I can get the Safari Zone conquered, 2 months. We could reasonably wrap this up at about stream 70. Pincer's gonna make sure to get 3 streams out of me? Probably. I mean, I think we technically got Kangaskhan Khan in one stream. Oh, Chansey, no doubt. Come to think of it, Chansey and Pinsir have always been my hardest to catch. Actually, we're gonna lob a Pokeball at this one and move on to Chansey. We're gonna focus on Chansey and Tauros. I can buy Pinsir. I have not yet got Porygon. I haven't done Silphco, so I have a lot of money left to obtain. I think I can afford to buy Pinsir. Hey, Mimi, welcome. Didn't see you sneak in there. Okay, Chansey should be hanging out in here. Oh dang, Kangaskhan has a 15% chance in this area? That's wild. Oh, still a little sick. Sorry to hear that, Mimi. Yep, Josie's been even more Velcro. They do sense when we're sick. These are not the eggs we are looking for. Hey, there's the egg we're looking for. Jancy! Is there something I'm missing aside from the Pokemon? Hey, a Venomoth. That's worth a catch. Oh, I missed the Scarlet and Violet shiny bug outbreaks. I missed them too. I didn't even know they were a thing until just now. I'm trying to figure out if I can actually catch a Chansey with Pokemon Blue, because missing 5 Pokeballs in a row is absurd. Switch is updating. There's an update for the Switch. Too bad I have to catch Chansey at this point, because I can easily get it in Cerulean Cave. I'm pretty confident I've probably ran into like 2 shinies during this playthrough. Like, I am going to have to trade all of these Pokemon up to gold and silver just to see. Yeah. There's a chance. It could happen. I think Gen 1 and the Gen 2 shinies are more stat based than anything else anyways, but it can happen. Hey, it's a chansey. It survived. Dang. Oh yeah, they have updated so much. Now, part of the shiny odds for Gen 1 and the Gen 2 focus on, is the stats divisible by a certain number. The gender is also tied into that as well. But I don't know the full details because I haven't really remotely been interested in trying to hunt for Gen 1. Apparently when I throw a rock, it makes them angry for a set number of turns. That anger increases their chances of running, but also increases the chances they'll get caught. So what happened with that last Chansey is I threw a rock. It was angry for one turn, allowing me to have a better chance at catching it. And then its anger meter ran out with the second one. That's why I missed it. So basically the game's way of saying you have a 0% chance of catching this. Hey! Tauros! That was a 1% Tauros, everybody. Oh, the Safari Zone is so frustrating, but I don't have a choice right now. I did Safari Zone on Red recently, and I was able to catch these Pokemon, but Chansey did take a freaking eternity. Shiny Tarantula is so cool with that red thread. Oh, apparently I caught a Paris. You have to keep tarantulas away from all of the cat Pokemon? Yes. Speaking of cats, I have to go feed mine. Figured might as well get myself a snack while I was away. No, I really don't want that Paris, to be honest. Hey, a Venomoth. If I could catch that, it would save me a few levels of Venonat anyways. Another 1% Tauros. Don't mind if I do. Tauros minds, but I don't. Come on, Tauros, don't be like that. Ash caught 30 of you in one trip. How pissed do you think Oak was that he had to pay for food for that many Pokemon? Kitty's doing well. They're fed and happy now. Which means wifey's happy because they're not harassing her while she's trying to sleep. So the internet is saying you can hit Chansey with a Pokeball without baiting, without hitting it with a rock. All the sources agree. The best strat is just to lob Pokeballs. Gotta find out where I keep dropping these popcorns. Don't need the babies finding it and choking on it. Chansey! Miss? Miss? You're repressing the trauma, most definitely. Oh, new Karate Kid movie. It's Pretty good. Not phenomenal, but pretty good. Good enough that I'd watch it again, watch another version. But not like phenomenal. Yeah, it's called Karate Kid Legends. So, Mr. Han from the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, Jackie Chan, is teaching his like great nephew or something, and eventually gets to the point where he needs help training the kid. So he goes and gets help from Mr. Miyagi's lineage, Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio. And they use the Han family line of Kung Fu, which is where the Miyagi line originally learned karate from, well, Kung Fu. And they brought it to Okinawa, and it became karate. So the kid's getting trained in both styles. 2 branches, 1 tree is the basic theme of it. Pretty good. But the end credits kind of, not end credits, but it's decent. It's not a stellar movie, but it's pretty cool. You're excited to see the live-action Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon movies? I saw some previews for the Stitch movie in the theater, and I wasn't super impressed with the 6-year-old actor. How to Train Your Dragon looks like it could be good, though. The trailer just showcased scenes where the kid actor has a lot of lag time in responses for what Stitch is doing. Hey, I caught a Venomoth. That's something. You're hoping it's not as bad as some of her parts? She's kind of behind on the scene. But they got the same actor for Stitch. That's cool. That explains why he didn't sound too different. The kid actor is new to acting, and this is her first movie. You know those like cheesy 1950 family drama sitcoms where the person awkwardly looks at the camera while being like, "Oh, well, what do you expect?" And it, like they pause for like 3 seconds and then continue with the scene. That's kind of like how some of those scenes with that kid seemed. Like Stitch would say something and then she would just be like and then say whatever it is the response was. I'm exaggerating, of course. But there's a tremendous amount of lag time that I noticed in just a small amount of trailer. I was like, yeah, it's a kid. Kids aren't the best up to speed on that, but you would think that they would clip it so that it appeared that there wasn't lag. Because, like, it's a lot of lines to remember for a kid. Like, I'm not gonna really fault the kid that much. But there are stellar kid actors, too, so... I guess to say I wouldn't fault the kid so much as the director and the editor for not making it look better. Because to be fair, being a new actor, first movie, she's talking to a CGI animatronic at best or a green screen. So understandably, it's going to be hard to like pretend like you're talking to somebody that's really there. Good chance of that too, Star Killer. And that's exactly why I'm being critical of Karate Kid. It's been so long. It's been like 3 years since I've even wanted to go see a movie in theater. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Good enough franchise that I'm okay with it. And I'm trying to be critical of it because if I don't, I'm worried that I'm just giving it more praise than it needs because it's the first time I've been able to see a movie in the theater. So I'm kind of intentionally being harder on the movie. I'm worried that my hype, oh my gosh, we gotta see this in theater, this was great, is gonna make it appear that the movie was better than it really was. Oh yeah, those animated movies are so good. Last time I really wanted to go see a movie in theater was like John Wick, for one. And like any Marvel movie prior to Black Panther 2. I think Endgame is the last movie I saw in theater. It was either Endgame or one of the Fantastic Beasts movies. Allegedly, Tony Stark is coming back as Iron Man, so I am excited for that. Like, he is going to be Doom, of course. But that doesn't mean he has to be evil. I have not seen the new Batman movie. And I'm kind of scared to go see the new Superman movie. Second Tarantula of the night. Very nice. Ooh. Oh, Smallville was so good. I haven't seen all of it, but from what I have seen, it's good. They picked a good actor for Superman. Oh yeah, Doctor Doom's crazy. But I heard that them bringing Iron Man, or well, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. on as Doom is a setup for like Secret Wars more than anything. Battle World, and him coming back as Iron Man through that. But yeah, the new Avengers seems so ragtag since Cap stepped out and Iron Man is nothing. They made Thor a joke. And the Hulk's kind of like not in it anymore. So like the entirety of the original Avengers is out of commission, really. Does She-Hulk explain She-Hulk's origins at all? Walmart charged your card? Let's see if they charge mine. Haven't gotten any alerts yet. Doesn't look like they've officially charged it. Wiccan will... I don't even know who that is. How did She-Hulk come about? I thought Red Hulk was evil. I mean, I own the movie, I just haven't plucked up the courage to pop it in and watch A Brave New World. Because I thought She-Hulk was Hulk's replacement. Because the Red Hulk's whole thing is, like, he has no reason, right? He's just pure rage incarnate. General Ross. She-Hulk got a dose of gamma radiation from her cousin. And she has no relation to Bruce Banner, right? Red Hulk not evil, just angry. Okay. I still think She-Hulk will be the Avengers slot, because I can't imagine them choosing such an old actor for multiple movies. In that vein. Oh, she is Bruce Banner's cousin, okay. And was this dose of gamma radiation he gave her voluntary? Watch the show. I don't know. The Marvels kind of ruined me for the TV series shows. That being said, I did enjoy Moon Knight. Oh, I know She-Hulk has her own series. I just haven't watched any of the Captain America series or the anything after Moon Knight. I have an issue watching Marvel series. I would prefer Marvel to be movies, but maybe I'll get over it eventually. I have WandaVision. I just haven't watched it. Yeah, because isn't Moon Knight's got like schizophrenia or something. It's been a while since I watched the show. Well, I don't know if it's schizophrenia, but he has his self inside himself and like the deity thing that's given him his powers inside his head too. The White Vision is a future Avenger. White Vision. Where's White Vision from? Is that from WandaVision or? Did Moon Knight ever get a season 2? Because I know his story kind of ended off conclusively, or inconclusively. Yeah, Walmart hasn't charged me yet, but I also haven't hit midnight yet either, so that's a possibility. Okay. Oh, because Chansey's no longer angry. I did see that Henry Cavill's Wolverine is making it into the Avengers movie. Super excited about that. Just because like I love seeing him officially in the MCU. Just because DC did him so dirty. It does make me wonder why they chose that version of Wolverine. Like, not that I think it was a bad choice, but like, he obviously crossed over into the Deadpool Wolverine movie. So it leaves the question of, is he the Wolverine from the current MCU universe? Or is Hugh Jackman that Wolverine from the MCU universe? Is he coming in from another universe for Doomsday, or is he already existing in this one? shoot! Chansey's caught. Yeah, I did, Star Killer. We're double saving that one. I will not make it to my destination, but that's okay. And I did catch Venomoth. Persistence does pay off. Now I really just need a Tauros, and then we'll waste some time with Pinsir, I suppose. Tauros can be reasoned with. And I can't remember if he left that role voluntarily or if they pushed him out. I have not seen The Witcher. I've heard good things. Oh, wrong tween at Albuquerque. Oh, okay, yeah. So semi-voluntarily. I'm glad. I like it when actors do that. I support that. It's okay. I don't like where this is going directional-wise. I don't want to represent this character. Kind of like young Sheldon. The guy that played Sheldon's dad is like, nope. I'm not acting out that scene. I love this character too much. I will not act out what you guys are asking me to act out on this character. I will walk away from this show. Cavill could be Jackman's son. Wolverine had a few sons that became Wolverine. Oh. Passed on his hereditary ability, huh? I mean, isn't Wolverine's thing that he really doesn't age, except for he starts utilizing his power more too much that causes him to age a little bit? Like his regeneration's repairing him faster than his body's deteriorating unless he uses that power. Oh, yeah, yeah. Dude, Henry Cavill is a huge nerd. I love it. He's the, I'm playing this role, I'm reading all the comic books about it type individual, and I'm playing D&D on the weekends. You want to come? That's Henry Cavill. Freaking legend. And he did a really good job with Superman, too, I think. any problems there, I think, revolves in other things, not him. But I want to watch some of his other roles that he's played. I just haven't ever got around to it. Like, I think he was in Kingsman. I might be wrong on that, but more of a funny show like that I know he was in. I just don't know if Kingsman's the right name. I think I'm going to the wrong place. No. I'm going to the right place, wrong time. What? YouTube's telling me at some point I got up to like 15 concurrent viewers. I don't buy it. Is this where I need to be? Nope, this is central still. I need to be one grade over. The cake is a lie? The cake is not a lie. There was totally a cake there in that game. It's 11:30. I just got a ping on my phone. My card has been charged, Star Killer. Oh shoot, yeah. I will, in fact, have 3 switches. Switch 2s for a little bit. You are beyond excited they charged your account finally? Yeah. That's what's up. Now I need to figure out what I'm doing with my extra 2. Probably going to return them to Walmart. I've been debating on whether or not I need to cancel that order or what. Since my financial situation's changed a little bit more than I thought it would when I pre-ordered them, so. Sell them online. Yeah, but like I said earlier, I kind of have my problems with that. Like, I don't want to add to the scalping problem. I really don't. Like I said, I could sell those 2 and pay for my one that I bought. Your roller roll can't even find 2 Switch 2 available. They're sold out, and he's trying to get us both Switch 2s. Guess I could always put them up on eBay or something and shoot you the link. Sell the Switch 2s as $500 energy cards. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think for me to even break even on YouTube, not on YouTube, on eBay, I believe I would have to sell... Yeah, if it was the $400 one plus tax, we're looking at like 430 roughly, plus 13%. That's a lot. Yeah, 500 would basically be the break-even point, I think. Yeah. And then for the one with Mario Kart, it'd have to be like 520, I think. Or better. Yeah, they're selling for 700. I seen some sell for 1,000. See, the thing about selling it on eBay that I'm worried about is somebody buying it and trying to scam me out of a console, saying, oh yeah, they never sent it. Or, yeah, this is the package they sent me, it didn't have the Switch in it. Because eBay does tend to favor buyers over sellers. That would be your luck that you buy an empty box. No, I'm saying if I sold them on eBay, the buyer could say that I sent them an empty box. And how do I prove that I didn't? Doros! That's why you film yourself shipping it and have timestamps on the video. Show yourself packing and shipping. That way eBay can't pull any of that. See, that's what I do every time I send out my games that I've sold. I have filmed myself packing the game and taking it to the post office, dropping it in the box. Actually, on some occasions, I filmed myself opening the product, closing it, showing that everything's in there, putting it into the deal, wrapping it, and then putting it in the post office, all at the post office. I've also filmed myself opening, yep. AJ, that's... Now we're thinking. Oh yeah, say it's battling scalping. These people don't realize it's not battling scalping. Who are they hurting? doing that scam, selling a picture of the product? Who are they hurting? They think that the bots will buy from them, but you don't think bots buy stuff off of eBay? Exactly. They're hurting people that fund the scalpers, not hurting the scalpers. Bots are not targeting YouTube or eBay looking for Switches for sale. They're selling them there. You buy from a retailer, you sell on eBay. eBay doesn't have a market for selling new products from the distributor, from the manufacturer. It's all third-party selling. So you think it's a quick eBay scam, and they use the excuse they're battling scalpers, and they say read the description, but come on, someone is going to slip up and buy it thinking it's a real thing. Oh yeah. Who wouldn't sell their Switch box? Like, I would have to film myself shipping the product while also requiring a signature for delivery. The first item ever sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer. This week's been unlucky. I'm sorry to hear that, Mimi. Jay is a bright light. Ding dong. You know, I thought in Zone 3, Tauros was supposed to be a 4%er. I'm not feeling that. I feel like I've encountered Tauros more times looking for that Chansey. So, is he a collector of laser pointers or a collector of broken laser pointers? He collected broken laser pointers specifically. Wow. Maybe if he had a working laser pointer, he could point out how absurd of a collection that is. But it's understandable that many of us would ask, what's the point? You used to collect tiny spoons? Need to collect those cereal box spoons that like glow in the dark and change color. Those were so cool. Eat a box of Cheerios, get a color changing spoon. You think the absurdity is the point? A pointless pointer? Remember those Star Wars light up spoons? There used to be some cool cereal box prizes. Now it's buy 7 boxes of cereal, send them in, and for a chance to win this cool thing. I'm not feeling the 4% Tauros, guys. Now that they don't, that's probably why you don't eat cereal that much anymore. They don't have any prizes inside of them. Growing up, I didn't get boxed cereal very often. We were a Malto meal bagged cereal family. You got the giant off-brand bagged cereal. Only time you got the box was when they had Star Wars spoons. So I would stop asking. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't have Fruit Loops. Probably until I was 14. I got them Tutti Fruities. Fruit Loops actually taste disgusting to me. I'll eat Tutti Fruities all day though. But there's just something so fake about Fruit Loops, and I don't know how Fruit Loops got so popular. Don't make sense. The only name brand cereal I really enjoy is Honey Bunches of Oats. Those will never let me down. Reese's Puffs, sometimes a letdown. Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Roos is just as good. Hoo-hoo. Star Wars cereal. Well, spoon cereal. DBZ action figures. That's what's up. Come on, Tors. Come on, Taros. I believe in you. Join the team. That's not what I said to do. Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a phenomenal cereal. I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch does have the edge over Cinnamon Toasters. Oh yeah. Get those impulse buys while you're waiting to check out and your kids just screaming their head off because they can see them. What aggravates me as a parent? Hogwash, bug juice, tummy yummies. End cap displays, or they're called sidekicks at Walmart. Sidekick displays, they hang off of the end caps. They are on the diaper aisle and the baby food aisle, so you cannot get your children, toddler needs without passing them. And he loses his crap. Juice! 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 Every time we pass that aisle. And he knows they're there. So I have to take him down the back side of the aisle. Fun fact, you can never get your kid one of those things and let them have it while they're in the store. Because if you get it for them once, under the age of 3, you will have to get it for them every single time that you go in there, or there will be a tantrum. Because a toddler under 3 cannot understand why sometimes they get one and not others. They don't get the cause and effect. So you get them a juice one time while you're in the store and let them have it throughout the store. You are locking in to getting it to them every time you go in, or they will throw a fit because they've now associated store equals juice. And when you do store equals no juice, they don't understand. That's a thing. Knew it was a hard no, but had to ask anyways. Yeah. I still feel guilty to this day about a situation that happened when I was a kid. And the reason why I feel guilty is because I don't know what the outcome of the situation was. Like, being a parent now and having adult money and adult responsibilities, there's that understanding of this is why we can't just up and do XYZ. This is, I have $100 personal fund at the end of the month, or to make it throughout the month, whatever. If I want to take my wife out to dinner, that's coming out of the personal fund. So if I give myself $100 in for the month, and I take my wife out to eat one day, and that's $60, I have $40 to make it throughout the rest of the month. So understanding like that kind of budgeting level, we were never like super poor by any means. Like, there was always enough to pay the bills. That's all we needed to worry about. And there was always food. But wants definitely were few and far between for a while. But I was probably about 10. And it was Easter. And we had done Easter growing up, you know, while Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny were real. Like, yeah, we did Easter baskets, Easter egg hunts, color and dyeing eggs, all that. Well, this particular year, we didn't. And my mom and dad just said, yeah, we're not doing Easter this year. And to this day, I don't know whether that was a budgeting issue or just hey, since you don't believe in Santa Claus and Easter Bunny anymore, like, we're not doing Easter this year. Like, that's absurd. I pissed a fit for like 4 hours at home, and I hit my dad with like the lowest blow a 10-year-old could possibly muster, and it was a huge guilt trip of like something to the effect of, I'm going to be the only one at school that kids are going to ask, you know, what'd you guys do for Easter? What'd you get for Easter? And I'm going to have to tell everybody that I talked to, yeah, I didn't really get anything for Easter. I was a jerk. Like, yeah, it was something to that. It was very manipulative, and sure enough, my dad went to the store, got an Easter basket. And what I don't know is what financial burden that put. I don't know if there was money for it, and they genuinely just were like, you're too old for Easter type stuff, and they didn't really believe in doing the whole Easter basket thing anyways. Or if it's like, my dad didn't eat lunch for a week and a half because the funds that he was going to use for that, he bought the Easter basket with. I don't know, because at this point, if my kid did that to me out of the blue and like it wasn't in the budget, I would have to say, okay, like, this is coming out of lunch budget. Like, this is coming out of personal fund, which are one and the same for me for how I do it, but it's crazy. And I just have never asked. It's like, hey, this one time I was a really big jerk about this. What was the outcome of this? Like, what was the effect of this in your life? Because I've been wondering about it for like the last 2 decades. Gotta catch up on some chat. You're still in the stage of your kid being new living with you, so she doesn't really ask for much, and her mother never gave her anything, so she's happy with everything you give her. As much as that sucks, it's kind of nice at the same time, but yep, kind of unfortunate in general, huh? You lived at your grandma's house after your parents divorced? That happens pretty frequently these days. You grew up in St. Louis, never got things for Easter. The only thing you did was go to church. And you never crossed that line with your mom. You were well aware that she was doing the rest. Yeah. And like, I don't know if, yeah, I should just ask and be like, hey, do you remember this one Easter as being a really big pain? I should ask. You saved your jerk moments for when you were a teenager and right after you got out of the army, had a hard time finding purpose again. You'd be a jerk to your mom then. Well, luckily she didn't take it seriously. That's good. Understanding that, hey, there's some actual issues going on right now, that this is only a fraction of the issue. This is only a result of. A symptom of the issue. This is a better way of putting it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ba-ding dong. This would be so much easier to accomplish with surf. So I could just surf here and have more steps, but that defeats the purpose of the run. We gotta make this as difficult as possible. But I definitely don't feel like I'm getting 253 steps. Surf is actually the next badge we're going to obtain. We are beating Koga next. So it's not how many badges we need, it's which badge we need. Koga grants Surf. Erica grants Strength. So once we defeat Koga, we unlock like the last of the Pokemon except for Articuno. And then we just bum rush the rest of the badges. So we beat Koga, get the next 12, 14 Pokemon. That leaves basically the legendaries. Articuno, Moltres, and Mewtwo. We beat Erica, get Strength, go catch Articuno, and then we have to beat all of the rest of the Pokemon gym leaders. Then we can catch Moltres. Then we beat the Elite Four and can go catch Mewtwo. Oh yeah, you can absolutely beat them out of order. Yeah, there is no order you have to beat the gym leaders in, except for the fact that you need to beat Misty to get cut so that you can get to all of the rest. So yeah, you have to beat Brock, then you have to beat Misty. You can skip Lieutenant Surge, skip Erica, skip Koga. Well, you can beat everybody through Sabrina. To do Blaine, you have to beat Koga, and to do Giovanni, you have to do everybody else first. Because the game kind of gives you the illusion that you have to. Because you have to beat Misty in order to fight Lieutenant Surge. Because you need Misty's cut in order to get to Lieutenant Surge. So naturally, he has to be at least Gym 3. But because you beat Misty on your way through Cerulean to get to Vermilion most of the time, unless you just elect to skip her, you go and get the cut HM, and then you're like, well, Lieutenant Surge, I can't get in there because I can't use cut. I need Misty's gym badge, so you go back and beat Misty. In that scenario, yeah, you could easily say, oh yeah, I beat Misty, there's this tree here, cut it and go through Dark Tunnel, and accidentally bypass Surge. But most of the time, the progression of the story is you arrive at that town, you're going to beat the gym leader. And then go down and get cut, and since you have cut, you're going to be like, oh, Lieutenant Surge's gym is open now. Let's go battle him. Well, I don't know where to go now. Well, let's go back up to Cerulean and cut that tree I saw up there. And then there is no gym in Lavender Town, so you wind up in Celadon City and find Erica's gym. prior to doing the Team Rocket thing, so naturally that gym's first on the pecking order. And then you can't move Snorlax, so you're like, oh, I need to go back to Pokemon Tower, get the Pokeflute, and move Snorlax, and then Koga's there as a natural 5th gym leader, making Sabrina a good 7th because you've been selling on, you got access to the drink, you can go battle Sabrina. And they're like, well, there's nothing left here for me, so let's go to Cinnabar Island. So, like, there is kind of a natural progression to it. Technically speaking, though, isn't... Blaine's not the 7th gym leader, Sabrina is. I think we're intended to go down, beat Koga, then beat Blaine, and then beat Sabrina. Oh, no, Sabrina is Gym 6. Because then you drop down, go over, then up to Giovanni. That makes sense. Oh, I'm up past my stream time. What are we doing? Looking for a Tauros, that's what we're doing. But I really should probably go to bed. Still don't have an SD card for my Switches, though. Going to bed's for nerds. And dads with kids that like to wake up and jump in their crib at 5 in the morning. You pre-ordered your card from GameStop? I wasn't able to. Maybe they'll have one I could pick up on launch day. Since I did. I have 2 Switches pre-ordered through Walmart and 1 through GameStop. If my one from Walmart doesn't arrive a day early, I'm going to midnight release the one from GameStop. Like, you can straight up buy them right now. See, my problem is I want the terabyte one. I don't want some derpy 250, 120, whatever it is. Because I'm a psychopath. Yeah, 256 gigabytes. I can get one for $60. On has, like, On brand has one? That's the Express? Yeah, they're definitely there. Ah, $65, micro SD Express. See, that would be worth it to me. That's better than the 256. No, there's a company out there that does a terabyte. Any more like this? I only see the on going up to that 500, which is probably enough. Just knowing how large games are going to be, I wanted to get a terabyte, but I think I'll be okay with just a 500. YouTube be wild, and it says I have 18 concurrent viewers right now. I do not buy that for a second. No, even my phone says 18 people. If there's 18 people in here, say hi. Yeah, I was aware of like 4 people that might be watching at the moment. Like, we had Mimi, we have Jay, we have Starkiller, and we have my phone that's evidently watching. And now there's 19. 19 people just hanging out, lurking. Alright. Where are the likes at, though? Get feeling better, Mimi. Jay is watching on 2 screens. That means Starkiller's easily watching on 15. At least 15. Well, that makes sense. Like, we have our answers. Actually, now that I think better of it, my actual username has never been associated with anything against Nintendo's policies. My Switch username, that is. It's my trainer names in the games. My Switch profile's never been attached to that. I know the last 2 times I streamed, you fell asleep. Probably. I do have a tendency to put people to sleep. I blame it on the late nights. Not my stellar personality and comedic timing. Oh, come on. Reset, dang it. I still think YouTube's failing to count correctly. I just don't think there's any statistical chance that there's 18 people and 16 of them are being silent. That just don't math out. Unless some bots manage to find my channel or something. Oh, that's cute. You think you have a personality. I pretend sometimes. I mean, if nobody contested it, I was going to go to bed feeling good about myself tonight, but evidently it was contested. So, going to bed wallowing in self-pity seems to be the accurate course of events for the evening. It's because my viewers are worth more than the average viewer. That's what's up. My viewers are at least worth 9. Regular, standard YouTube viewers. Because more or less, they show up every stream. So dedicated that they fall asleep during the stream as well. Does anybody else's viewers do that? I don't think so. You know what? I want to be here so bad that if I fall asleep, I'm still here. That's the dedication that our channel has. It's either that or you guys are making up for like the other 20k people that aren't here. I make up for it with sarcasm and insecurity. Yeah, I think we all do. Starkiller, if it's of any consolation, I think I've fallen asleep doing my stream a couple times. Like, I can think of 5 occasions as a minimum that I've micro slept while on the stream. Like, my eyes just go down like this and close it. I've definitely done that more than a few times, but I'm pretty sure I've actually fallen asleep on 2 of my streams for a second. It's just like, I woke up pretty quickly afterwards, just like, yep, I was out. It's time to go to bed. Jay Reynolds pays to be here. This is true, that's why your name's green. Oh, snap. I wonder if it'll let me. No. I wonder if it will if I reload this. Well, that's dumb. It won't let me send my gifted. I wonder at what time that resets today. You're playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and you started a massive count because people won't stop seeing you kill witnesses. You need them to go away so you can leave without a bounty. Yeah. Hopefully you get one what? Oh yeah, the memberships. Context. Think, Brascoin, think. I don't know what time they reset, actually. Because it's now June 1st. I don't know if it's like a certain time of day. Or maybe I can't be in this viewing mode. Maybe I actually have to be watching the stream as a human, not as a streamer or something. Let me find out. There is a rumor that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is being remade for the Switch 2. I like that rumor. Let's mute that so you guys aren't getting my audio double time here. Yep. I just have to be an actual YouTube, not standard YouTube. But it says I've sent all 10 free of charge gift memberships. Hopefully Nightbot doesn't take all the subscriptions. That would be so funny if he got one. Not Nightbot being a member of the a member of the channel. Majora's Mask was your favorite? Absolutely. Majora's Mask was stellar. Majora's Mask is worthy of all the praise. All of it. Kangaskhan, we've seen more Kangaskhan here than we have Tauros, so you know what, screw it, let's go for it. Make me feel better about myself, about this game's offerings. You hope they remake the game and Ocarina of Time because you haven't played them because they just feel so outdated. You have a hard time adjusting back to that era. I flip back to that era on a freaking dime. I struggle with playing the 3DS versions though, not gonna lie. Oh, the Fierce Deity Mask. One of these days, I do want to do a playthrough on Hyrule Monkey. I still need to finish my Zelda playthrough. I kind of got sidetracked with this. But it would be a goal of mine to stream Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Like, I would want to try to 100% Majora's Mask on a stream. I need to play Red Dead 1 and 2 first. See, I don't know if I would stream that one, though. But a playthrough would definitely be easy to do. Hey. One of these days I'll find out what Pokemon I'm missing. Alright. I think we're going to give Tauros one more encounter and then call it a night. It's getting late. You've been playing Scarlet since you joined the chat and just realized in-game it has been night this entire time? That's interesting. The game knows it's just a night vibe. You are now shiny hunting Spinarak. You know, back to the whole Majora's Mask thing. What is the minimum amount of time resets it takes to 100% that game? Like, if you did absolutely everything as perfectly and on point as possible, how many resets does it take? I think 7 was what I remember counting. Colors are difficult for you. Got a little color deficiency? Never counted. I want to say I counted 7, but I think it could be realistically done in 6 if you don't make a mistake. And that Anju line is so hard to get right, because you have to do that one at least twice in order to get both endings of it. Or the cafe quest. Yeah, that could be kind of a hard task. I am so not buying Tauros is a 4% here. I'm just not feeling it. Hey, there's a bull boy. Alright, last Tauros encounter for the evening. And it's an instant run. It was a valiant effort. But, children willing, I should hope to be able to stream again tomorrow. We'll see, though. We'll catch you guys later. Starkiller, Jay, thanks for hanging out. Y'all have a fantastic evening and morning. And first, shiny spinnerack of the night before making a sandwich. Congratulations, Jay. Good luck with the rest.